I think I've developed a reputation because of my Twitter activity. All my battles are reserved for issues that I feel are important for our country, and I'm not interested in, like, I don't get into all this like personal tu main bazi.
If there's one actor who's not just known for her bold choices of characters but is also bold and fearless in real life, it would have to be Swara Bhaskar. Joining us today on Sunday Sundowner is the Mufat girl who is often known for her controversial tweets. Swara, welcome to Sunday Sundowner. What have you been doing in this era of social distancing?
It's been really interesting. I mean, I've been very lucky. I was in Bombay for the first 50 days alone. When I adopted a pet and sleeping right here. Actually, let me show you. So this little rescue pup Godo, who's curled up there, came to me 2 days before the lockdown. So the first 50 days was spent getting to know him, and then my mother hurt herself. So I actually drove from Bombay to Delhi. I had to get like lots of permissions and stuff, but with my 5 animals, so Godo and 4 cats, and came to Delhi. And then I was working with some migrant relief work in Delhi with some NGOs. And then, of course, I've had 2 releases in the lockdown. So Flesh, which is, of course, has just released, and Rasbhari. So it's been a very weirdly active, productive kind of lockdown, despite the fact that I've mostly been at home.
Okay, so good to know you shuffled between 2 cities, Mumbai and Delhi. But Swara, you've always been a Delhi girl, but Mumbai as a city has given you a lot of opportunities. So जब भी Mumbai versus Delhi का argument होता है, which city do you support?
Look, yeah, I have a very simple thing. Absolutely. Like, of course, Delhi is home and Delhi is like my heart. But Bombay has given me my identity. And Bombay has made me the person. I mean, the reason I'm talking to you right now is actually because of Bombay. So my thing is Bombay for work, and Delhi for like old age.
What do you think is the key difference between these 2 cities? सबसे ज़्यादा क्या difference है? Because a lot of people have different things to say about the differences.
Bombay is really a city of labor. So it's a city that understands work and work culture, I think, better than any other city in India. It's a very professional city. Yeah, Delhi is like ghar, yeah, for me. Like, Delhi has that home kind of vibe. It like teaches you how to deal with everything in life. You know, I always say कि जो लड़की दिल्ली में पली बड़ी है, वो दुनिया के किसी भी शहर में manage कर लेगी. Like, and I really believe this. Like, and I've noticed this when I travel also. You know, that because you're used to a certain kind of public brashness in Delhi, you're not intimidated by anything. It really equips you to kind of, you know, just be independent.
You come from a defense family. So when you told them that you want to pursue acting as a profession, what was their reaction?
So they were very like, everyone was just like, what? Ye kahan se aaya? And I was like, haan aaya. And they were like, nahi, kab, kaise? And I was like, well, aise hi. But they were very scared initially, and it was very funny because my father, the day after I told them this, there was a huge, like, you know, it was Sunday the next day, and there was a huge sort of column, like a full page story on Casting Couch in one of the newspapers. And he'd like read it, he'd underlined it, and he'd like stuck it on my bathroom ka. He literally with scotch tape stuck it on my bathroom ka mirror कि जब मैं brush करूँगी तो ऊपर देखूँगी तो पहली चीज ये दिखेगी मुझे. And then he was like, are you sure you want to go to this industry? And like, you know, it sounds really hard. But they were very sweet. My parents have been very supportive of me. And I think that the biggest advantage of that was that, of course, I had to work very hard. And of course, I had to struggle in my own way to get work and so on. But like, I never had to struggle financially. That was a huge thing for me, you know. I never felt the need to say, agree to do something I don't want to do because I needed the money for it. Because I was very shameless. I told my parents, I'm a heavy investment. Abhi aap paise lagao. It's like the Indian Railways. Abhi track lagao. Abhi train baad mein aayegi. So you'll get your returns after 10, 15 years. So now I'm like, have you got your returns? They're like, well.
Well, that's good to know, and clearly it worked your way. Congrats on your new series, Flesh. मैंने उसका trailer देखा. Very impressed by all the action scenes, and a special mention for all the galis given on Ma, Behan, and Dimag for that matter. Yeah, so do you use swear words in real life also? Hindi swear words?
I do. मैंने तो अपने mom dad को भी सिखा दिए 2-3 गालियाँ.
Really?
Pichhle hafte, my father was also seen spouting a few. I picked it up from my male friends because I had a lot of male friends, and I had all these gunda boys in school were my friends.
Yeah.
And I basically picked up a lot of swear words from them because they just seemed so like, you know, it was a swag of these like young boys, like swearing and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. तो मैंने भी सीख लिए सारे. फिर एक दिन गलती से ना मेरे मुंह से मेरे भाई के लिए ही निकल गया in front of my parents. तो मेरी mom तो रोने होने लगी. Like it became a big family scene and all. फिर हम ऐसे family discussion हुआ, इसके ऊपर हमें बैठाया, and like my parents were like, how can you talk like this? What is this? They were like, अरे, उन्हें immediately they were like, ये लड़की तो गई criminal बन गई है.
You know, like your parents, how sure are you that the Indian audience is also evolved? Of course, they're more accepting of women in bolder roles. But you know, when men abuse, it's taken as हाँ ठीक है. I mean, nobody makes notice of it. But when women assume, especially the main lead, there is a recall. What do you have to say about that?
For the longest time, our content, like for 100 years of the Hindi film industry and the language film industries, we have not, you know, we've seen women for the majority of those 100 years in these very binary characters, right? Like either as this heroine, जो कि एकदम pure सती सावित्री, मतलब angelic फरिश्ता है वो, and or she's the vamp and वो छोटे कपड़े पहन के नाच रही है और हीरो को seduce कर रही है, उसकी कोई values नहीं है. So you know, we've existed in these two binaries. I mean, I think it's really in the last 10 years, and in commercial cinema, I would assume actually with Tanu Weds Manu, that you actually start seeing heroines who are flawed, confused, messed up, swear, they have bad habits, but they're the heroine of the film. What is swearing? Swearing is a sign of frustration. You're telling me women don't feel frustrated? I mean, I would say that in a society like India or anywhere in the world, women feel more frustrated than men because we go through more shit. You know, so the idea that women don't swear is actually a myth. I mean, do you not remember our nannies and dadis? My nanny was like, oh, when she got angry, gave it off to people.
Swara, you are known to be someone who speaks your mind. Bina kisi dar se, be it a political issue or any other issue, I don't think you think too much, you know, before expressing your views, and you land up in a lot of controversies. We've seen.
Yeah, I know. I should. I should.
Of course, we do see the online trolls as well. But does it affect your work? Is there some sense of offline threats या offline असर कुछ होता है आपके, you know, इतना बिंदास होने का?
I think I've developed a reputation because of my Twitter activity, which has sort of colored a lot of people's opinion. And yeah, I mean, I've been told in the past that you know, oh, you're trouble, and like even well-meaning producers have told me कि यार थोड़ा careful रहो, तुम्हारे अंदर nuisance value आ रही है, you know, people are looking at you as trouble. A lot of people have told me, you know, we suggested your name, and then they were like, no, not Swara, she's too controversial. But I mean, I feel like, you know, that's a collateral. Yeah, I chose that path. You know, I knew that may have happened, that would happen. I didn't realize it would happen at this scale. Sure, I didn't think we'd become a society that would punish people for having opinions. And I think that staying silent is a choice that also has a price. You know, everything we choose comes with a price. I mean, I don't know if I can live with my conscience if I were not speaking up. It's not a judgment on anyone. It's just that's the person I am. So you have to understand what person you are, and then you have to learn to accept what that personality of yours and what those choices bring. And that's really how I look at it. And all my battles are reserved for the public space, for Twitter, for issues that I feel are important for our country and for our society. I'm not interested in, like, I don't get into all this like personal tu main bazi. I mean, I think like in 10 years, it's the first time that in this year that I've been dragged into anything. And that was also not begun by me. So otherwise I stay away from all this.
Yeah. You did mention about the Tutu Meme that happened, and it's ironic that your first film was also with Kangana. How was your experience working with her during Tanu Weds Manu?
Spent a lot of time on that film with actually with Deepak Dobriyal and Ejaz. And I spent a lot of time chatting on set with Madhavan because he's very chatty, and like Kangana was very affable and very fun. We actually it was a big group at that point. So because there was a lot of all of us were young people who were like, you know, very generally affable people. So we actually had a lot of fun. My greatest memory from Tanu Weds Manu is really Deepak Dobriyal and Ejaz. The three of us would hang out together, and all the food we ate in Punjab. It was like, yeah, it was a really fun shoot.
Talking of food, Swara, are you a big foodie?
So I can appreciate from thela to like 5 star or 7 star, everything. Like I have no like, मेरा वो वाला नहीं है कि oh my god, like mineral water है pani puri में, like I don't have that problem. I'm like, I've grown up in Delhi eating off the street food, so I have a good constitution. I'm quite tough stomach, and yeah, but I'm not very experimental, huh? So all this like जानवर अलग-अलग जानवर खाना and all, I'm like no. We'll stick with what's familiar. I'm happy with that.
What about street food? You mentioned you're a Delhi girl. So, is there anything particular that you like from Delhi street food? And have you had a chance to try Mumbai street food?
Yeah, of course I've eaten. So Mumbai street food, yeah, dekho, the only thing that Mumbai street food that I like is sev puri and pav bhaji. And recently I found a really good place in Juhu that does ragda patties. Otherwise I hated ragda patties. But like this is the only place that I can eat that from. But Delhi to all chaat. I used to be a big banta consumer in my college days. And yeah, Delhi का तो ये सीन है कि generally speaking street food बहुत अच्छा है. तो पराठे वराठे भी बड़े अच्छे मिल जाते हैं, कुलचे और छोले कुलचे भी बहुत अच्छे मिल जाते हैं. Like literally हम लोग जब like 10-15 years ago when I was in college, like छोले कुलचे, like for 5 rupees, that was our lunch. We'd eat like two of those chole kulche, and that would be our lunch. So Delhi street food is just amazing. Like the nicest thing about Delhi's food in Delhi is that you don't have to spend a lot of money. Like there's no correlation between good taste and price. Right. You can get like a really tasty meal in a very economical price as well, and that is, I think, something about Delhi that has not changed, which is very nice.
Let's talk about home food as well. Your mom is Bihari, your father is Telugu. There are two different cultures that you've been raised in. What are you more interested towards? What kind of food do you like?
Like language-wise, of course, I'm a Hindi speaker, but food patterns-wise, it's the South Indian side that is more dominant, because my dad is a big foodie. So my mom cooks a lot of what he likes, which is all the South Indian fare for him. So she makes the most banging dosas, like masala dosas at home from scratch, like not even a dosa mix. Like she soaks the chawal and the chane ki dal and the whatever urad ki dal, and like she makes the mixi mein from scratch.
And since you've been spending so much time at home, are you taking any tips and lessons from her on cooking?
No. I'm sorry, but like the kitchen has been a sphere of great personal failure for me. I have very, very limited skills in the kitchen.
चलो बात करते हैं अभी travel की. I believe you've been to Pakistan, and there is so much curiosity about Pakistan. Twice. How was that experience? How is Pakistan like?
It was amazing. I think that Pakistan is obviously a very interesting country, because as Indians, so we have a lot of curiosity for Pakistan, and they have a lot of curiosity about India. And I think that because both the young people in the countries have, there is so much of a common history, and yet there is so much of this recent history of enmity and hostility. And you're taught to like hate Pakistan as Dushman Desh and all that. But like you go there and like people are really warm, they're so hospitable, so welcoming. So I think that it was wonderful. It's a great Lahore is like a wonderful city. There's so much to see, there's so much yummy food to eat, there's so much amazing shopping to do. It's actually, Lahore is actually one of my absolutely favorite cities in the world. And I know that now it's become very controversial to say this, but there is just, it really is, it's so interesting to go there, because like you go there and you don't feel like you're traveling. Like it really feels like, yeah, this is exactly like India. Like there's so much, we share language, we share food, we share humor, we share, they're big Bollywood fans over there, they watch Indian soaps. So, there's a lot of commonality actually. And I wish that I wish that our political establishments would actually focus on, the similarities and the peace as opposed to the enmity.
Do you like traveling, Swara? And what kind
I love traveling. So I love history. I love historical cities. I don't like, I'm not a Vegas kind of girl. Like that's not Macau, Vegas, the gambling cities, the party cities. That's not my vibe. I'm like the old, show me history. So like I love Italy. I think that, and in fact in Italy, like more than Venice, it's Florence. and cities like that I enjoyed going to. I amongst my favorite trips, of course, has been Turkey. Istanbul is absolutely stunning. So in 2010, I did this trip to Turkey, Syria, through Egypt to Gaza Strip, which is of course one of the most said to be one of the most dangerous places in the world, and it's always being bombed because there's this war with Israel. But Gaza was one of the most special trips in my life because I think it just taught me so much about just humanity, about war, about just people. And like it was really like soul stirring for me.
Wow.
And of course, London remains a favorite city. Between New York and London, I like London more.
Oh, okay. You sound like you travel quite a bit. Who do you travel with? Do you do a lot of solo trips, or is it with friends or family?
I actually don't like solo trips at all. I've done them and I hate solo trips because I really like. I'm like, nahi yaar, itna explore nahi karna apna. I prefer traveling with either friends or. I mean, I can do solo trips also. I have done them, but I prefer traveling with someone in the ultimate analysis of it. Yeah.
All right. Let's quickly play a game. It's called 5 Second Fire. I'll be asking a question to you. You have to give me a quick answer. Okay?
Okay.
If you had an opportunity to meet someone alive or dead, who would you like to meet?
I'd like to meet Bhagat Singh.
Interesting. Okay. What song would be apt to be the soundtrack of your life?
That Pataka Guddi.
Ah, okay. If you could eat only one dish for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Dahi, chawal and aam.
Okay, that's a strange.
Yeah, it's something my father would give me as comfort food when I was a child. It's amazing.
Okay. 3 words you say and be honest about it when you are really pissed.
Yeah, probably fuck. That it has to be just that. Lots of Hindi swear words that cannot be reproduced here. Okay. Lots of ma behan and now the flesh has only given me a couple of new ones now.
Exactly.
The dimag ka is a new word that I've learned.
Okay, so do you prefer mountains, beaches, or cities?
Oh, mountains, definitely. I'm a mountain girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
With whom would you like to be locked up in an elevator?
Oh, the lift guy who knows how to fix the elevator. The technician who can get me out of the elevator.
That's a smart answer. Okay, lovely talking to you, Swara. Thank you so much for taking all the time.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best for
your
upcoming project. And I haven't seen Flesh yet, but the trailer looks very promising.
Please watch it and I hope you like it.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.